Daiyan Henley had an elite grade against the Rams last week, and so I decided to go back and see exactly how well he played, and I came away impressed with him, but I also came away impressed with another linebacker on this team who's actually below Daiyan Henley on the depth chart, and this guy might surprise you. He flashed to me in this Rams game, so let's go ahead and break down this film on Daiyan Henley and this other linebacker that I'm talking about. So Daiyan Henley didn't just have an elite grade overall, but he had an elite coverage grade in this game, which is kind of rare for a linebacker, but you're going to see him right here. This is why he had an elite coverage grade by PFF. He's going to follow this tight end upfield across the screen right here in motion, and you can see he knows that this is his assignment all the way, and he's just going to shuffle until he sees he's breaking on this route towards the sideline, and watch Daiyan Henley break much faster than that tight end is, and he gets that hand in there before that ball gets there. He could have gotten to the sideline before that tight end did. That's how fast Daiyan Henley broke on that route. And then you can see the celebration. This is the best part of the whole freaking play right here. He's gonna turn around, seatbelt. Yeah, he's covering that man tight, and you can see right here, look at the Stetson Bennett. Watch, this is the only read that he has on this play. This is the only place that he's going to go. This play is designed to get the ball out really quickly in order to put that linebacker in conflict. But Daiyan Henley, he's too fast. You can see it just is not going to work against him. Now here he is in run defense. Daiyan Henley right here is the man to watch, and this is going to be a run towards this left side. We got this guard pulling. He's going to take on Bud Dupree, the outside linebacker. Now this tight end is coming up, trying to take on Daiyan Henley. He's going to break down, boom. Just try to not allow that tight end to gain any more ground than he already has, and I'll explain to you why he's gotten so much ground right there. But Poona Ford getting that hand in there, trying to slow up the running back, and then Denzel Perryman doing a real nice job of getting around Daiyan Henley right here, who is not giving up any ground, which is very crucial, and then getting that tackle. So it's only about, I think this was like a 2 or 3 yard gain, something like that. But then also look at what Daiyan Henley does to this man, this poor tight end. As soon as he's done with that block, boom, just throw him to the ground. Now, let me explain to you why that tight end was so far upfield, because let's look at Morgan Fox right here. Because I said in my video when I was talking about the Rams and Chargers, highlights and stuff, that Morgan Fox was getting moved around in the run game. Oh my God. Just getting absolutely eviscerated from this attack point right here, boom, all the way downfield, and that creates a problem for the linebackers. You can see Denzel Perryman and Daiyan Henley now have to take on these two blockers, but Daiyan Henley would have taken on the tight end anyway, but Denzel Perryman would have been much freer to get to this running back, and Poona Ford does a really nice job of stacking this guy and then switching that hand and then getting that right arm out there to slow up the running back. So other guys picking up the slack that Morgan Fox did, but look, man, he's ending right here, and he started right here. He went to the opposite hash. He got blocked all the way to the opposite hash, man. And we see these linebackers blitz a lot. You're going to see both Denzel Perryman and Daiyan Henley on this blitz right here on the same gap. Boom! Lighting up the running back. That is exactly what you want to see, that physicality from those linebackers blitzing. We saw that from Denzel Perryman on this play right here. We're going to see it from Daiyan Henley later on in this video. Now, this is a much better play by these defensive linemen in front of Daiyan Henley. Check out Scott Matlock taking on this double team. Really nice planting on that right foot to not let up any ground at all. He is on one foot taking on two offensive linemen here. And then Daiyan Henley, he notices this running back's trying to cut through this hole, and so he goes and fills that hole. Now he has to go towards the outside where Denzel Perryman is. Boom, gets that tackle. Also, I want to look at Otita Ogbonya because he's making a play here too to free up a linebacker, taking on two linemen, and then see how he just kind of pulls this man off balance so that he can't pick up Denzel Perryman or Daiyan Henley, whoever he was going to go for. And so that ruins the double team block on these with these two Rams offensive linemen, and then Daiyan Henley fills this gap. Denzel Perryman, boom, right there. Pretty good run defense by, all of these guys, the linebackers and the defensive linemen. I'm liking what I'm seeing right now. Okay, so this is a blitz for Daiyan Henley right here. Boom! Smacking the running back all the way into the right tackle's feet, man. Look at this in slow motion. I think this is Boston Scott, the running back. Daiyan Henley coming with an absolute vengeance. Throws that man all the way down here into the left ACL of this right tackle. Be careful. But also, yeah, it's a good blitz by Daiyan Henley. But let's look at this left side of the screen right here where we see Tuli Tuipulotu going up against this left tackle. Almost gets his head ripped off. And that is absolutely a flag. That should have been illegal use of hands to the face, number 61 offense. And then that would have been a safety. So the Chargers really, they should have scored a safety here, which would mean that the Chargers defense actually scored before the Chargers offense in the preseason. So Daiyan Henley's really physical, obviously, as we can tell from that blitz, but here he is right here. He's not going to take on guys that he doesn't need to with that physicality. You can see this left guard is climbing up into the second level, trying to take on Daiyan Henley. That's his assignment. And look at how he dips that shoulder, breaks towards the running back here on this right side of the screen. And then he's going to get square with the line of scrimmage so that he doesn't, dive at the feet or miss a tackle or something. That's how you miss tackles, squaring himself to the line of scrimmage. And then boom, beautiful form tackle right there. And then just kind of gets dragged all the way up there. But once I pause it right here with that contact, it's a beautiful form tackle. And, that's exactly what you want to see from your linebacker. And here's another blitz. Again, he's not just trying to go down there and light somebody up. Here he is right here. He's trying to avoid this running back, boop, and get to the quarterback. That's what his goal is. Just try to get to the quarterback, not blow up the running back and make a highlight. You can see the running back does a nice job of getting contact anyway, but he's really trying to avoid it and is able to get past him and pressure the quarterback. This is a nice blitz. Two of the biggest things of Daiyan Henley's game, speed and physicality. Right here, he's going to show off that speed and the coverage ability against this tight end. This is the same kind of out route, just like a 5-yard, boom, to the flat. And you can see Daiyan Henley breaks on this ball really, really quickly, just the same time that tight end does. And he's got that seatbelt on him. It is so valuable to have a linebacker that can go out there and has the speed to cover in the flats and also doesn't give up anything in terms of physicality to his game. He's not going to be pushed over in the run game all the time. Now, this is a Jesse Minter formation that he uses in order to confuse the offensive line. Middle linebacker right here lined up against the center. You can see he's going to drop back. We're only bringing 4 when we had 6 on the line. This is Shane Lee now, who's a guy that really impressed me in this game. He had some moments. He's running out into the zone, sees the tight end, and then looks back at the quarterback. Notices the quarterback's looking at the tight end, so now he's going to look at the tight end and go and break on this ball. Boom, smack that thing down there. It looks like the tight end kind of dropped it before he even got that hand in there. Yeah, it looks like he did because he's expecting a big hit. But then, boom, you swipe that hand down, and he's not going to catch it anyway. So really good play on the ball by Shane Lee. This is exactly what Jesse Minter wants, man. Look at the fluidity of the movement, changing direction, and then boom, getting there before the ball gets there and breaking up the pass. That's good. Now we're going to look at Shane Lee in run defense because he flashed here as well in this game. This is Shane Lee. He's going to take on this left guard climbing up to the second level. Check out what he does with him. Engages and then boom, just throws him away. And now not entirely square to the line of scrimmage like we saw Daiyan Henley earlier in this video, but he's able to get contact with the running back, slow him down just enough so that we can get our other guys around there. And Dean Leonard actually ends up getting a horse collar on that play. So that's 15 yards and Shane Lee's work just goes to nothing. But it was good to see that Shane Lee can take on a guard like that, boom, swipe him away, and then have an opportunity to get a tackle right there. He just needs to finish on the tackle. Now we got Shane Lee right here, and what he's going to do is he's going to read the running back, read this offensive line. Okay, where's the hole opening up? It's right here. So this is probably where the running back is going to want to go. He fills that gap, and that's exactly where the runner is going, and then lower your shoulder, stop the running back, let the gang come in, and everybody's tackling this dude on the goal line. That is a goal line stop because of Shane Lee. And if he was able to wrap up the tackle right here, I would have said, man, we got something real special in this dude. But he's still got a little bit of work to do on the tackling. But he's able to square himself right here, put that shoulder down, and able to secure it in this play. Very good stuff. Now, last play I want to show you of Shane Lee. He's going to be blitzing. This running back right here is going to pick him up, but he does a nice job of getting pressure on the quarterback. And it does matter again because there's another penalty. So 2 plays that Shane Lee made in this game didn't matter because of some penalties by the DBs. So some pretty good stuff from both Daiyan Henley and Shane Lee in this game against the Rams. Also, Denzel Perryman played really well against the Rams. So these linebackers are looking pretty good with Navarro Bauman as the coach. Shout out to him. But if you did not see my video yesterday, then you can click right here.